everyone, Dr. Cassie with you. Just kidding. So today I wanted to do kind of like a little bit of a role play video, even though I'm not super into role play anymore. I thought it would just be fun for two reasons. One is I spent a lot of money on this lab coat to only wear to one class, so why not use it for something else? And for two, a couple days ago I was in a class and we were talking a lot about percentiles for infants and newborns, and I was kind of wondering exactly how my dolls would stack up to a real baby. And so I have a couple of role play stuff from when I used to really enjoy that, and so I thought it'd be kind of cool to measure their weight, their height, and their head circumference to see exactly what percentile they're on and see how they would stack up to a real baby and actually how realistic the height and weight of our dolls really are. So we'll be back with that. All right, so the very first baby for their checkup today is going to be Miss Winona, and I have a feeling that she is going to be a little bit smaller. So I just have this little hospital bed prop on a scale, and I'm just going to set her in there and we will see how much she weighs. All right, baby. So it says about 6.4 pounds. Okay, and the second baby we have today is Mr. Myles Emerson, and I have a feeling that he's going to be pretty small on his weight, but pretty big on the size of his body, if that makes any sense. So, oh, I forgot to get the scale ready. Sorry, buddy, we're not ready yet. All right. So it's started, and then I'm just going to plop him in there. He is a little bit too big for this. Okay, it said 8.7. All right, so Winona here is just demonstrating a perfect asymmetrical tonic neck reflex right here. Just kidding. I feel like a lot of times we do pose our reborns in ways that would be very realistic though. And I'm sorry about the lighting, the sun just went down. But we are going to measure her, and I don't have a measuring tool, so I'm just gonna use a piece of string and then a ruler. So first I'm gonna straighten out her legs, and then obviously since she's vinyl, she's not gonna go completely straight, so we're gonna kind of work with it and measure her just by kind of running it along her legs. And then we'll go up to her hip point, which is about right there, and then we'll measure her the rest of the way up. So her head stops at about this orange right here, and then we'll measure that out. All right. So 12 plus 8, she's about 20 inches long. And then we'll look at her head circumference. So her head goes about to right there. And then her head is about 13 inches around. All right, and now for Myles' weight and head circumference. So his legs are a little bit more straight, but we're still going to have to kind of measure on them since they're not completely straight. And I know for real babies, they wouldn't get it very exact just because the baby is moving so much. But I figured since these babies are completely still, might as well get as accurate as possible. All right, so he goes up to the orange right there. And it's going to be 12 plus 12. So he is 24 inches. And now for his head. Oh, might have to put it under his head a little bit. All right. So he's got a pretty big head. Goes up to the pink, and let's see. So his head is about 15 inches around. I mean, not 50. Yes, 15 inches around. Wow. Couldn't do math there for a minute. All right, so now I'm going to go into my computer and I'm going to make all the calculations, and I will show you guys as soon as I get that up. Hello everyone, so I just put Winona's information into the computer, and I put her as being only 3 days old because I feel like she is a very newborn looking baby. And then the only thing that I changed from the video was I realized that in the video I was measuring their feet. Because I thought that it was kind of weird that the measurement was so far off from the kit measurement, so I just decided to measure again off camera, and Winona is actually 19 inches. I believe her kit says that she's 18, but I measured twice and I got 19, so that's what we're going to do in here, and I'll just click now to see what it is. Alright, so she is in the 17th percentile for weight and for her head, so that is definitely okay. It just means that she's a little bit small. And then it says for her weight, she's in the 24th percentile, so a little bit heavier. I feel like this is actually very realistic to what a real newborn would be, so I feel like she's a little bit on the small side, but a very nice size realistically, if that makes any sense. Alright, so next up is Mr. Myles, and I put his birthday at about 2.5 months just because he fits in 3-month size clothing perfectly. I personally like a little bit of a baggier size fit, so a lot of the times I'll put him in 3 to 6 month, but I thought that would be good enough for this right now. And then for his height, I also changed it just due to the foot thing, so now he is at 22.5 and his kit length is 21 inches. So yet again, I measured it twice, so I'm pretty sure that is pretty close. Maybe they didn't measure the knee bend in the actual kit. So here we go. We're going to see what percentiles he's at. Alright, so pretty much what I figured for weight. He's only in the 1st percentile for weight. 8 pounds would be very, very small for a 3-month size baby. However, I don't really think that I would want to add weight to Myles. I feel like he's already super cuddly, and any more weight would just be too heavy for me. And then 8th percentile for length, that's actually a little bit surprising to me, although I feel like a lot of babies at birth are around 22 inches, so that actually sounds about good. Then his head is at 24th percentile. I meant not 24th, 34th percentile. So he's at a pretty good size for his head. I wonder almost if I maybe put in the wrong age for him. Maybe he would be a little bit younger baby, although I don't know. It's hard to tell from this. So I'd say that Myles is maybe not as realistic of a length and head size and weight kind of along with that, but overall I think that he is the perfect size for me. He's the most cuddly baby I think I've ever had. So anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I'd like to know in the comments below how important it is for you guys to have a baby that has a realistic weight according to their height or their age in your mind. All right, you guys, you have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.